They're never going to make this place not brutal. Yeah. And I think this year was especially rough. Like, it was so rough in sections, and it caught a lot of people out. Like, it was super fast and really unforgiving. So yeah, even though it was a bit shorter, it's still brutal as ever.
Welcome back to Long Views. This is the audio zine that brings you a unique insight into the world of mountain bike racing. My name is Archie, and this week we take a look back at the opening round of the 2024 UCI Downhill World Cup, which took place in Fort William, Scotland over the weekend. The infamous Fort William is regarded as one of the most physically challenging downhill tracks in the world. This year, however, it had seen some changes, with the Nevis Range trail crew working hard to make the track the fastest we have probably ever seen it. Sven, Misspent Summers photographer, journalist and heckler, chatted to a few people after the race, including race winners Loïc Bruni and Vali Höll, Tahnée Seagrave and Brosnan. Stay tuned as they're coming right up. Before we get stuck in though, here are the top 5 riders from the 2024 Fort William Downhill World Cup. In the men, it was Loïc Bruni, Brosnan, Finn Iles, Dakota Norton and Luca. In the women, it was Vali Höll, Nina Hoffmann, Tahnée Seagrave, Camille Blanche, Gloria Scarzi. In the junior men, it was Asa Vermette, Luke Wayman, Daniel Parfit, Alex Alran and Dane Jewett. And in the junior women, it was Heather Wilson, Sasha Ernest, Eliana Hulsbosch, Matilda Melton and Arise van Leuven. So let's get things going with Loïc Bruni. Bruni had never previously won in Fort William before this weekend, so I've no doubt that this win felt pretty darn good. Here's Loïc.
You'd be the best expert to ask, Loïc. Who's the best fan? Let's start with who has the best fans.
I don't know. Like as riders, you mean?
Yeah, like because there's like fans. Some fans are like super polite. Like I found the English fans are like, oh yeah, can we please, thank you. And then other fans are go, Red Bull.
I feel like every country is different for sure, but the fans here are amazing and they always here despite the conditions, you know. So we gotta give it up to them. But they're so cute in Scotland. I feel like they are super polite, super nice. In France, they're really rad, but really
they just want your gloves.
Yeah. You leave France, you have nothing left in the track, nothing left on you. It's funny, but I just love the crowd in general.
In Japan, they took the guys' underwear, like everything.
No way.
Everything. Yeah. But now, Loïc, I guess like the most obvious question is, other than congratulations, is why do you think, what is it about Fort William that took you so long to get a win here? Because you must have had a win at nearly every venue or close to anyway.
Yeah, I haven't won in Vali Höll too, so these two were my two nemesis. Difficult tracks. Fort Bill, you know, so many injuries here, so many mechanicals.
Timing has almost been, it's more about timing coming every year.
Yeah, and we've been here so many times, you know, like BDS, World Cups for years, and I have never been really able to figure it out, always fighting the track more than riding with it together, you know. Yeah. And this week I felt like I was taking my time, being patient, and I rode a bit more flowy than I ever did, I would say. And the woods were still a bit of a tricky one for me. Like I wasn't feeling so fast. It wasn't my strong point, but I kept it steady, let's say, like neutral, not lose too much, not win anything. So the plan was good, and I was lucky enough that the rain wasn't showing up for the party. So
that was good for everyone.
Yeah, so we could have a like super fast track, and I was really happy to just not crack. You know, it was so easy to make mistakes. So I don't know, man. If I had to do it again, I would not know how to do.
You said in a podcast that some races you like Leger 2022, which is what you used as the example. You kind of know you're going to win, and it helps with your practice. It helps your whole week. And other races, you kind of know somebody else could win. Like, what was your thought this week? Because you look good. I got to say, you look like one of the guys that you could like. Everyone was like, "Who's looking fast?" You were one of the guys. You and Troy actually. On first day practice.
Yeah.
Did you feel that as well?
No, like I since World Champs last year, I've been having a better mindset towards Fort William, so I have more heart into it.
Yeah.
Less complaining, less bitching about the weather and everything. So I think that helps a little bit.
Yeah.
And then this year.
I love you, Carol.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend. Special shout out.
Have you seen her too?
Yeah. She speaks weird.
She does.
It's not the usual.
She sounds like she's from Barcelona.
But she's still beautiful. So I think. Yeah. So yeah, no, I feel like I had the heart to do well. You know, you need like a lot of drive and a lot of heart to do well here. It's such a tough one. So I think I was missing that the whole time, and this year everything was clicking. I didn't have any mechanicals, really, all week. No crashes, just one in the woods, but super small. And I don't know, I felt the opportunity was here, and when it's like this, I'm always trying to grab it. So it was either I was going to do a good run or crash, but I was going to try to do something a bit better than just ride. It's like sometimes, for example, Mont Saint-Anne last year, I was just trying to go down in the top 3-5 because I had so much pressure and I was just not feeling it. But today I was like, okay, I feel it. Let's give it a shot. And then it's never been the case here, so I'm really happy.
What was the time gap? Because I don't even get to figure these things out so much later.
Troy 1.8. So.
Oh shit! I lost money.
Did you?
Because I said the gap. Because TJ does the bets, and I said the gap 1.5 was, and I said no way, the gap will be smaller. But I also get money again because you were one of my two for the win as well.
Okay, nice.
So I'm even on the.
I think I could have got a bit better on the motorway. I had a mechanical a bit, so my chin was jumping, so I was not pedaling as angry as I wanted.
Angry. Do you have still buttons and stuff in your?
Heaps of buttons, bro.
Lots of buttons
all
over.
It's a fucking computer. But it's
how
really
do you keep like you hit the right button when you're at max?
It's another variable adding to my brain, so it is hard, but it is.
What was your Whoop monitor telling you?
I've cut off the data the last 2 days because my recovery was dropping so bad from.
You didn't want to know about it.
I hide the data, so I didn't have any negative impact.
Right?
So
That's smart.
Yeah.
You're thinking.
Yeah. I'm trying to go with the flow, and I felt good today. But I'm sure my recovery score was pretty bad because yesterday was so long, so I didn't want to.
It was. What do you do between now and Poland?
I go home, see the girlfriend, see the family, recover, train a little bit because the last 10 days I didn't do much. I hit my head in Andorra, so I was really cautious with symptoms and stuff of concussion, so I was not super on it, but I got to do some sprints. I feel like I'm not super powerful at the moment, so I got to crank it up on that and get ready, and should be good.
What do you think about that thing that Jack's got over your rotor there?
Yeah, we've been struggling a little bit with rain.
Affecting the braking?
Changing my feeling on the brakes.
Okay.
And Olins did a little cover, so it's not Jack, it's Olins that did that.
Okay, yeah.
We asked them.
Because that used to be back in the old days, when brakes were really shit, and like if you.
Now brakes are amazing, but I just want the same feeling as I have in the dry, so that's why we have that, and we have the rear coming up. It wasn't ready yet, so this morning I tried it.
Marginal gains, you guys never rest.
Exactly. And last year I feel like I lost the race on brakes because World Champs was so wet.
Yeah.
And I couldn't adapt to my braking, so I was always late or too early on my brakings, and I was so off, and I was only 1.4 off the win, and I think I could have done much better with good brakes. So I didn't want to have the same problem again, and even though it was dry today, I put it on because it looks cool.
Yeah, maybe.
I like it.
Yeah?
You don't?
Well, you guys always like anything that makes your shit look more moto, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a Vespa like cover of the back wheel, more like a...
Moto fans, bro.
Okay, bro. Hey, happy to see you here. Finally take your win in forward, and so are all these fans. Get back to them.
Thank you.
Nice one, bro. Thank you.
Bruni managed to find time when no one else could and was absolutely flying all weekend long. Vali Höll joins Sven now, who moved teams during the off-season, rejoining her old team, the YT Mob. This weekend, she claimed victory aboard their brand new Tues downhill bike, which also had gold Rockshore boxes on.
Hey, come over here. This music.
What are you saying? We just got it 2 days ago.
The speak.
Just wait.
The speaker's good, but I don't know. The German beer fest, very maybe YT, I guess.
Oh, I love it. It's great to have like a proper team, and like it's nice to celebrate together. Like I love it. I feel really confident in the new team.
You got to be not just in the new team. You look confident all week. Obviously, you're going to come in be more confident than others just because you've had a good couple of seasons. But it was still a race for you, and it was still a good race today.
No, it was pretty sick. I mean, everyone had a good off-season. I knew that Nina and Tahnée, they're going to be really, really strong. I mean, they're a bit older than me and they know what they want, but I also know what I want. So, yeah, it was a tight race. Like, I was quite tired today, so I didn't expect it to be a winning run, to be honest. Like, I had so many mistakes, but somehow I all pulled it off, like last year for World Champs at the last few jumps.
at the jumps, but also there is a bit of pedaling and carrying speed. So you've been doing the hard work too, not just the fun work, eh?
Yeah, thanks to Cécile for kicking my ass all winter long. Like, obviously, I trained super hard, so I'm really happy it paid off. Especially also at the first World Cup, because the last few years I always struggled to get the momentum going for the first World Cup. But I mean, I can't ask for more to win semi and final P1. It's pretty amazing.
And another thing you won, so usually this morning there's usually like top 60 guys are training, so you see like all sorts of crazy whips, because I find the guys 30th through 60th can do better whips than first. But today, since there were only 30 guys, you had the best whips as well.
Did I? Well,
Yeah, you
I
did.
still need to get used to it. I know that my bike, like, I used to be quite stylish when I was junior, when I was on YT, but when I was on track it was quite hard for me to get sideways. But now I'm back on YT and the whips are coming back slowly,
It's
so
part of the contract, eh?
it's part of the contract, and they will hopefully get better by the end of the season.
Brendan was on the side of the track during your quali or semi, and you came by, and I was like, and I asked him about like racing and stuff. He's like, mate, there's no way I could even beat Vali right now. He
hope
really
so.
gave you guys so much props on the phone. I haven't seen the segment.
Yeah,
really look
I
forward to
haven't
it.
seen the whole movie as well, so I can't wait
Have
to
you seen your
see-
segment?
No, nothing. I haven't seen
Nothing.
anything, because I told Brandok I want to see Death Grip 2
You
when
know,
I'm in a cinema
Exactly.
properly with popcorn and
That's-
Coke in my hand.
That's,
but
what I've said too.
I think I need to wait a little bit longer. They're planning to come to Innsbruck, so I hope
You
this is
can
gonna work.
organize the party.
Well, you can come to my flatbed. It's only 60 square meters.
Small premiere. What do you do in a week off between here and Poland?
I'm gonna go home, see my family, go to Leogang. It's opening weekend, so
think
just
you're
do
gonna see
laps
a
with my
lot.
friends.
You know how many? I think it's gonna be like a World Cup in Leogang next weekend.
Oh, is everybody going there or what?
You're like the third person that said we're going to Leogang.
I guess it's on the way to Poland, I guess.
Oh man, TJ's here, which means I owe him money because we take lots of
I
bets.
need a clarification on
Yeah.
if the so Boris and me had a bet on if anyone was going to be like late with the cork and the
No, I
champagne.
said to Boris that Vali wasn't late. That was.
No, I think
Is
none
it
of the
a
women
thing now?
did it, but the men. What do we reckon on the
Oh,
men?
I didn't pay
They
attention.
were all delayed, but none of them were like very late.
Yeah, because now they do actually a proper introduction of how to do a podium. Like they have a fancy iPad there. They tell you, but I was like, yeah, I know what to do.
you
Like,
know what to
and
do.
then I came up, I was like, I have no idea what to do, but it's still the same like we used to do in the past. So
Yeah.
I did
a
also ask
slammer.
him to have a bet on with Sven if you were going to swear on live TV,
Yeah.
but he said no.
Did I?
It's too professional now. She won't swear anymore.
no, I'm still gonna stay true to myself.
No,
I mean,
I
I
said-
don't want to get too Eurosport like. I still want to be Vali. So
I said no one will know because it's so hard to find out where it's where it's playing. All right, Vali, big smiles and laughs.
that's bad. That's really bad.
Well, I mean, I've never seen a live feed because I'm here on the
Yeah.
grab. All right, enjoy Leogang next weekend.
Thank you.
Bye. Nice one.
An amazing weekend for the reigning world number one, who looks set to be on another belter of a season. Mr. Consistent himself, Troy Brosnan, seems to be back to his old ways. He managed to clinch the semi-final win and second place in the finals aboard a new high-pivot Canyon Sender, his best result since 2021. Over to Sven with Troy.
Troy, back on top, almost on top, but pretty much top of the world.
Yeah, honestly, it feels pretty damn good. Like, last year was so up and down, especially starting the season with like a really struggling race on pace and everything. And then, just battling through the whole season. I'm feeling like I'm having good runs, but then the time just wasn't there. So to come here and just to be riding similar, but maybe with a bit more intensity, and then the bike working so well, and we're up near the top, I'm so stoked, dude.
Do you go to the end of last year and then like train harder, or is it like you said, this is just a combination of intensity, new bike, and I mean, because at this stage you've been known as one of the most consistent guys for so long, but then, you know, because you've been the most consistent guy for so long, you're also not the guy getting the most wins. But now you look like you're fighting for the wins again.
Yeah, honestly, last year I trained like too hard and I didn't ride my bike that much. I was just trying to be super fit and ready, like for the semi-finals, that added race. So
Right.
I thought that was going to really help me, but I kind of just like neglected my downhill bike. So
The fun or just the skills,
yeah, just
the sharpness.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
just being on it. So this year,
straight away, I just, even before getting this new bike from Canyon, I just keep riding my old one and just rode it. It didn't change anything on it, just rode it every weekend and just every week. So that helped a lot. And then when we jumped on this new one, everything just started clicking. So yeah, dude, I'm super stoked to be back up there, and it's always battling. It's always amazing battling with my good buddy Loïc. But yeah, I think it'll be a pretty fun season.
And then pretty, I won't say weird, but like he's got Finn on the podium with him, and you got Luca on the podium with you. It's kind of like it's almost like the battle of the manufacturers, you know,
Yeah.
like the old Formula One.
Yeah,
who's got the fast car?
Yeah, it's kind of it's pretty sick, to be honest. Like just after qualies and semis, both of us on each team were just like battling each other out the whole time. So
would you say you got the Mercedes, the Ferrari, or the Red Bull?
we got the Canyon, Sven.
Okay. Oh, what a perfect!
That's all we need.
You're the ultimate rider to have on your team.
I've been doing this for a while. I know what to say.
Good answer. All right, man. Cheers. And Bottas, he's got to be stoked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you guys like go on rides? Have you?
I actually haven't ridden with him. I did one gravel race in Adelaide.
Because I see he's actually racing gravel race.
Yeah. I've spoken to him a little bit, and obviously know his girlfriend because she's from Adelaide. So, super nice guy, and
get him on the real bike.
We should get him on the downhill bike.
Yeah, he'll be stoked.
Not sure if his sponsors
Allowed.
would like that.
All right, cheers, mate.
It's good to see Troy back in the mix of things, as he's a great rider to watch on track. Sven now catches up with Nina Hoffmann, who rode consistently all weekend. It was a tight battle between her and Vali, but Nina was forced to settle with second place. Still not a bad way to start the season. Here is Sven with Nina.
Nina.
Sven.
Guys, keeping the women's racing exciting. Swapping splits, green, red.
I was stressed on the hot seat. Oh my god, that was so tough. And especially
The highs and lows.
Oh, exactly. And then the second split is so long. So Vali was up like 0.6 or something on the first split. I was like, okay, Vali's doing the Vali thing now.
What
and
was
just
the next split that came up?
was like 1.3 back or something. Or
After the second split?
yeah, but like the second sector is a huge one.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah, they
sitting
really
there
should-
for
they
like
really
2
should-
minutes.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on. And I was like, oh my god, she's back. Now we're on.
So how was your third and fourth sectors? Knowing that you had that 1 point, like, did you feel good on the end sectors? Or
I did a mistake coming down the Red Bull drop, like the right-hander where
I heard
Luca
him say it in the
crashed.
commentary,
Yeah. So I was pretty sure that she's gonna pull the time there and be ahead in the next one. And as she wasn't, I was like, oh, maybe it could be still on a win for me.
But she obviously either
but
squashed
then-
jumps or did bigger leg presses in the off-season than you did.
Probably both. She definitely squashed the jumps, but I overshot the first one. That was a big mistake in terms of not carrying the speed.
Scrub clinic.
Oh yeah, we need to,
Scrub
man.
clinic with the kids.
But the problem is, and that's always the problem, and I don't learn it. You're not going fast enough in your practice runs to experience at least once the
Because
speed.
you don't want to go flat out into a lip.
Yeah, exactly, and you don't want to like put all the power in already in a practice lap. And I thought, like, I did one fast practice lap this morning. I thought that is enough, but you're still in a race and you still go faster, and then you don't scrub enough. And
So,
but
you know what you're going to do?
But still, I think that the scrub is not almost 2 seconds, so there's more, like, you know.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
The scrub's definitely a mistake, but she still did better in all of the other stuff, like there.
Anyway, it's good to know that, obviously we know Vali is strong and she can make some wins, but it's good to know, so can you.
Exactly. And that's what I'm stoked about, that it was a close and tight race and hopefully exciting to watch. And
Yeah. Next time we have the boys.
Boys back, hopefully.
No, actually, hang on. Now you get to pick the next hotel. You get to pick the hotel room. You like the best seat on the bus or on the plane in the hotel, biggest room.
I kind of always get the nice rooms.
It is the bonus of being the female on the team.
Yeah, I have one request is whenever there's a room with a separate bathroom, can I please have this one? So I have my own bathroom.
That's I'm the same with the squid accommodation.
Yeah.
I like en-suite.
That's a real up.
All right. What do you do between now and Poland?
I'm going home tomorrow and have a good week home, and then going to drive to Poland on Tuesday.
All right.
So yeah, a couple days off.
Week.
Thank you. See you there.
All right.
We'll be keeping an eye on Nina's scrubbing skills now for the rest of the season. Third place this weekend for Tahnée Seagrave, who is sporting the rather contentious one-piece fox suit. Let's hear from Tahnée.
Tahnée, no better way to start the season than not just fighting on the podium, but you're fighting for the win again.
Yeah, no, it's good to be back. I think I've had like a quiet off season, kind of kept myself to myself, and I think, I don't know, I just wanted the results to speak, so I think they have done this weekend, so I'm stoked.
You obviously would have put a lot of hard work in, or is that just a given every year, or did you do something different this year, or is it just because you've finally strong and healthy?
Yeah, I think I just had like a clean off season for the first time in like 5 to 6 years now, so haven't dealt with any injuries or, you know, just like the odd cold, and that's about it. So I felt very grateful to be healthy this off season, and yeah, I just took it easy. Just, I know that it's a long season ahead, so I didn't expect to start off this strong, so I'm pretty stoked to be here.
Now you are too young to have raced world champs in skin suits like a bunch of us, even myself once.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that one?
Whoa, that was ages ago then.
It was indeed. But I remember, like, because we wouldn't practice in them, and you get in them and you literally go faster and you miss your braking points. Could you feel like any benefits in that new thing, or is it, you know, it's obviously it's been a fun sort of hype as well, but
yeah, I mean, it's definitely faster, you know, especially somewhere like here.
Yeah.
Obviously Vali just rode faster than I did today, but I think there would have been maybe a slightly bigger margin. But yeah, I've tested in the suit before. I did some days in it, and I don't know, I just feel like the sport's going in that direction. It doesn't make it any less cool or anything.
You guys are in tight gear regardless.
Yeah, I mean, mine's the exact same fit. They took my exact same measurements from my last kit and just applied it to this. So it's no different. It's comfier. It like looks nicer in my opinion. And it's not something I'm going to rock up to a bike park with, you know, I think. And it's not something that's going to be sold.
You could go on a road ride maybe in the winter.
It's not something that's going to be sold to the public, I don't think, just yet. So, you know, we're not expecting people to go and wear it at the bike park and yeah, do fast laps there. So. And
one other question. In the past, you've been sort of quiet on social media come race week, but I see a couple of comments on the Troy Lee Instagram account.
I just think, you know, it's just all fun and games, isn't it? It's just a bit of a joke, and I don't know. I think everyone's here is good friends. I don't think like the public know that in particular, but we're all so close in this industry, and I think obviously the people that know it's a joke do, so that's fine.
And and to give credit where credit's due, Sam Hill was probably the first person to race in pink.
Definitely. I don't own the colour, you know, it's not something
well, you kind of own the colour.
I think people are just scared of doing it, so yeah, so fair play to them for doing it, but I think it's just something that's been trademarked in a way, but I don't, you know, I'd love to see the whole circuit in pink if I could, so it's a lovely colour. A sea of pink would be nice.
Yeah, it's positive. See you in Poland.
Yeah, see you there.
Be ready for a crazy after party is all I can imagine.
That's all we're waiting for. That's all me and Phoebe have been talking about.
Really?
Yeah, literally.
And there's going to be some dodgy homebrews, so watch out.
Great.
An injury-free off-season must make an enormous difference, and whatever extra training Tahnée did worked. Looking forward to seeing how she gets on for the rest of the season. Sven now chats to Luca Shaw, who earned his first ever Fort William podium this weekend.
There we go. Yeah. App crashes for the first interview of 2024. Luca, what a way to start the season, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe the most solid weekend of my career, like just top 5 every run, like really, really solid runs, no mistakes. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. I mean, regardless of the result, I'm just happy with the performance, but yeah, to put it on the box here, especially, be up there with Troy, both of us on the brand new bike. It's a huge, it's kind of sigh of relief for us because, I came into the weekend not really sure, you know, it's a new bike. You never know until you race it at a World Cup, so. But yeah, really happy. Finally got a freaking Fort William podium. Been coming here so many years.
You and Loïc, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's had a podium here before.
Yeah.
But no, this was my first ever World Cup. Like, that was like 12 years ago or 11 years ago now. And always been good here, but never had a podium. So now I'm super happy.
I guess more than, I mean, in addition to that, like training is such a mystery. Like when you begin the season, you know you've worked hard, but you don't know where that will leave you or if you worked correctly and all the rest. So it's almost like a confidence booster for the whole season, or like a weight off the shoulders almost, and now you can just crack on.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I had a great winter, and I knew I was strong, but I think, especially racing here, it's always hurts. Like it's always you always got to dig deep, no matter how fit you are. So yeah, I was digging deep on that one, and there's nothing you can really do to get yourself ready for that. But no, I knew I was fit. I knew I'm strong. So just really, really happy to get this year off to a good start.
And I'm going to probably assume then, based on what you just said, you guys must be maybe stoked with a few little tweaks and shortening time-wise on the course?
Yeah, I mean, it's still the longest track, I reckon, and it's like still so brutal. They're never going to make this place not brutal. And I think this year was especially rough. Like, it was so rough in sections, and it caught a lot of people out. Like, it was super fast and really unforgiving. So yeah, even though it was a bit shorter, it's still brutal as ever. So the times just get tighter and tighter, and you got to push for every 10th. So the intensity's there. So yeah, it's never going to be easy.
And another US kid on top of the juniors, podium first year.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's no surprise to me. I've seen it for a couple years now. He's been kicking my butt at the local races. So when I came down, I saw my time. I was like, all right, sweet. At least I beat Asa.
I know.
But no, he's the future is bright for that one. He's a real talent.
What do you do between now and Poland? You got a week off?
Yeah, we're going to go to Canyon headquarters for a few days, so it'll be awesome to see those guys, especially after this weekend. And then we're going to go do a bit of riding in Leo Gang, hopefully just, get some runs in. Hopefully there's no snow. And then, roll on to Poland.
All right. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Nice one, dudes.
I think Luca is right. Fort William will never not be a brutal track, but that's why we love it. This weekend we saw Myriam Nicole return to racing after missing the entirety of last season due to injury. Myriam was thrown in at the deep end, having to get acclimatised to the new race weekend format quickly. Here is Myriam and Sven.
So, 5 days ago, you didn't even know yet if you were going to race. You made a great recovery from last year and then go pop your thumb in Queenstown, having too much fun. Bittersweet. Taking it, like you said, you're taking it a little easy because you know you got another run to do, but like these days the girls are pushing too fast.
Yeah, that's the main positive things, like 10 seconds. Back in the days I would have been 5th and I'm 16, so it means the sport for the girls is making a step up, which is super cool. But yes, I'm good and I'm here to learn, new format and everything, and I had no idea where was my start line, so at least I know now where I am and I know the work I have to do. But honestly, I did everything I wanted to do on track. I came here being like, okay, I'm not gonna do the jump, I'm not just gonna chill, it's just a training, and I'm 10 seconds behind first spot, so I'm quite happy. And of course, it was a hard one to swallow because I just want to ride my bike, that's it, and I'm on that side. But yeah, the vibes is here. I can enjoy this again.
Yeah. But and then another 5 girls get taken out and only 10 to the final, which really, as you've just illustrated, is perhaps too few for the women, the depth of the sport these days.
Yeah, of course, we would want more. But looking at this, I feel like the level have stepped up a lot. So is it not a way to make the girls go really fast again? This is my question right now.
Yeah, but there is enough girls that deserve to see the
exactly, for teens, for girls, for all the work you do in the winter. I feel really 15 in final will be the number we want to see, definitely. Yeah. But in the same time, I'm like the last 2 years the girls have made a big step up, and it's good to see.
All right. Well, we'll see you in Poland.
Yeah, in Poland.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. You can bring us some snacks and beers and coffee.
Sure.
Right.
It's great to see Pom Pom back and can't wait to see more of her this season. Third place for Finn Iles in Fort Bill, who'd look to be stoked on a podium right out the gate in 2024. Here's Finn.
Hey Finn, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Isn't it cool here that kids want autographs, not selfies?
You know what? And the kids are the most polite people on earth. I love it so much. Scotland is the best crowd besides Canada, I'd say.
Who is the rudest kids? Probably the Kiwis.
The Italians.
Italians. They just want your goggles.
Well, they don't speak English, and they come up and they go, goggles. And here everybody's really nice and they're kind and they say thank you and they say please, and it's really quite nice.
I don't want to keep you too long from your fans, but solid start to the year for everyone.
Yeah, it was really good. 2-2-3. Loïc,
it was like F1. You
the
got
team.
The teams,
I know the team is really strong this year, and I think that we did it. Honestly, 2 weeks ago, Kevin and I were sitting in his workshop looking at the bike. We put the new suspension system on. We did A bunch of testing.
What's new?
It's a new system. It's the same as what Loic's running. It's cool, but it's like we were looking at the bike. We're like, we're not ready. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We did 3 days, and we're like, oh, we think we got to figure it out. And we're like, you know what? We're not going to give up. We're just going to run it. And we came here, and first day I was like, hey, seems like we kind of figured it out, and then we kind of ran with it this weekend. And like, I'm really proud of Kev because of how much work he put into the bike. Like, man, that guy works harder than anybody else to like make sure the bike's good for me. And the amount of work that we put in to come third here, I mean, it's probably one of the better results we could have asked for, especially after the puzzle we were doing 2 weeks ago. And like, just for me, it like checks all the boxes because this is the hardest, most physical track of the year. And I was coming down, I was like, I feel pretty good.
You look a bit slimmer. I'm gonna say your neck diameter.
My neck diameter's gone down. I've lost like probably 4 kilos. Last year I was racing at like 87, and now I'm like 83 ish.
We're almost the same weight.
I know. Yeah, you're quite slim yourself, so yeah.
All right, dude. And Poland, a mystery for everyone.
Yeah, it looks like natural dirt though, so that's going to be really exciting. It's something that sort of is in my expertise, I guess you could say, because that's just what I ride at home. So I think that that's going to be a really good race for me, good race for the team, and I'm excited to see what it brings.
I think they've got some passionate fans and crazy.
I've heard a lot.
Bootleg liquor, so the party's going to be.
I know. I cannot wait.
All right, dude.
Awesome.
Enjoy it.
Whatever changes Specialized made to Finn and Loic's bikes are obviously working, as they were rapid all week. It was an awesome race weekend for local legend Greg Williamson, who finished 7th, his best World Cup finish since 2020. His new Saracen Mist seemed to be doing its job well, and Greg put on a top quality performance to slot into the top 10. Here's Sven with Greg.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're interviewing him for me.
Yeah.
You have a good day. Man, it's always to race at your home crowd, and it is truly your home crowd. You raise your game more than other places have as far as your results here. How does it feel?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, obviously it's a lot easier for me here, being local, home crowd. It gives you that little like confidence boost, you know. So, but I really just want to bring that to the rest of the World Cups.
Exactly, that's what we got to find.
Yeah, and I think it's coming. Like, I've been strong in a lot of places we tested this winter, so the bike from Saracen this year is honestly absolutely insane. Like,
big changes.
Well, it's
the paint job is most unexpected Madison paint job. It's really, I really like it.
Yeah, absolutely. They're having fun with it now, and it's completely different bike. You know, like they've literally changed everything. So, and we started from scratch. So, pretty cool.
I'm going to say you can't actually claim local status in terms of track knowledge, because it's been a camping spot for the whole World Cup circuit the last month, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I tried not to come here too much because I do feel you can override and get stuck in one speed, and I did. This was really hard for me to get out of like the cruise control at the top. Like the top's where I'm always weakest, and I really had to push hard to get out of that kind of. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you said, applied for the rest of the year, and there we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Nice one, dude.
It's always cool to see a local rider do so well at their home race. Congrats to Greg, and hopefully this has set the tone for this 2024 campaign. A massive congratulations to Loïc, Vali, Asa and Heather for taking the wins this weekend, and a big shout out to the Nevis Range team for putting on a fantastic race. A big thank you as always to Sven Martin, who gives us all a window into all the happenings at these incredible events. Check out his photographer page on misspentsummers.com if you like what he does. Thank you also to all of you for tuning in and listening to this episode. We're very much looking forward to more racing this year. Be sure to check out the scrap section of our website, which is where we upload all kinds of stuff, from interviews to videos to book extracts to product reviews. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you've signed up to our newsletter. It will mean that all things mountain biking will go straight into your inbox once a week. And lastly, don't forget that if you like what we do at Misspent Summers, you can help support us by spreading the word, buying something from our store, or simply hitting the support button at the bottom of our website. We hope you've enjoyed our Fort William recap. Please do let us know if you enjoyed it, as we love to hear your feedback, positive or negative. And keep an eye on our YouTube and Spotify for more views-related content in the coming months. This weekend, the Enduro World Cup kicks off in our hometown Finale Ligure. If you're in the area, do make sure to drop into the Finale workspace, where you can get yourself a free cup of tea, and keep an eye on our pages for race coverage and content from all the racing action. Thanks again, and catch you in the next one.